What's up guys, so in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about 10 different ways that you guys can make money that don't really have an age restriction. You can do it from all the way from 13, it doesn't matter if you're above 18, under 18, any age you are, you can pretty much do these, and not 100% of them are online. I understand with the pandemic going around, there's a lot of things that we can't actually go outside and do, but depending on where you live, there's some different things you can do and some different things you can't. That's why I've included a mix of things that are online, but about 90% of these hustles I'm going to tell you guys are online. You can do them at home sitting in your room on your computer. So if you're a teenager looking for some extra cash and you just want to do a little bit of work but not go ahead and get committed to a full part-time job, you don't have to do that. You guys can just do some side hustles that are pretty reliable and can make you a lot of money. I'm not going to tell you to go do online surveys online. I'm not going to tell you to go test products or start a drop shipping store or YouTube channel. Those are all things that take a lot of time or years to get started and start making a lot of money on them. So I'm not going to tell you guys to do those. Everything I'm going to be talking about in this video is pretty relative to where you can start making money as soon as today, and it's pretty fast to do and everything is reliable, and if you really wanted to, you can make it a full-time income as a teen, and it'll save you from the hassle of doing a job, so you can be your own boss, work on your own hours. And I've done almost all of these myself, and I can tell you guys that they do work and you will be able to make money off of them. So the first way you can make money as a teen is digitizing photo albums for other people. So basically there's a lot of older people probably in your neighborhood and people that aren't super computer savvy or don't know how to do these things. But for example, if there's natural disasters or something happens, people are gonna lose all their priceless photo albums and stuff that they've saved for hundreds of years. They could be from generations down, and generally photo albums are very precious and priceless to other people. And so if you can make your own service digitizing photo albums and taking all those pictures and putting them online into the cloud, people will pay a pretty penny for that service, and you can actually make a pretty good amount of money doing this. I've done this a couple of times for people. I know my great grandma really wanted her photos online, so I just took them to a CVS, scanned all the photos, had them put them online. I got them onto a USB drive, put them on her computer, and also synced them to Google Photos, which is online, and you can store photos on there for free and they'll stay in the cloud forever. So they're not on a single hard drive, you can access them from any computer you want. And she paid me like $30 just to do the one photo album, and I think in total it's probably like $5 gas money, and it probably took me 30 minutes of time to make sure all the photos were in there and compare everything, make sure they were good quality, and it was pretty good for 30 bucks. You can probably get a lot of money. If you guys just want to list your service on like Facebook Marketplace, there's always general neighborhood Facebook Marketplace groups, and you can do Craigslist and other local groups. And if people want you to digitize a photo album, you can do it locally, or you can just have people mail you the photo album if they trust you enough, and it's a pretty good way to make money. But let's go ahead and get on to the second way, and that's basically selling your talents. If you guys are good at anything, which I'm pretty sure you are, for example, like me, I'm good at video editing, I can edit color exposure, post, I'm pretty good with electronics, and there's some other stuff that I'm good at, but not too much. But for example, video editing, I'd sell my service. So for example, you can go onto a freelancing site such as Upwork or Fiverr, and in my case, people will pay me to edit their video. So I'm actually going to be doing a video on this in the future. If you guys want to really go in depth and see how it works and how much money you can make, I'm going to be editing people's videos on Fiverr for a week or a month, I'm not too sure yet. But for example, if you're good at photography, if you're good at taking videos, cinematography, you can sell all these services to people if they want product shots. If you guys want to do a voiceover, if you guys are good at making music, you can rap over people's beats, you can be a ghostwriter. There's so many things, there's so many different things you can do on websites like this and sell your services. So if you're good at pretty much anything, you can do it for people, even as small as like if you guys want to play a piece of guitar for somebody, then you can do that. People will buy so many different things in that service, and there's just a lot of ways you can make money on there. And it's going to take a while for you guys to get trusted and start making more money on there, but it never hurts just to have it running, and every now and then, about once a week, you can do a little chore for somebody and make a little bit of money. You can sell services for as low as $5 for up to like $2,000 on there, depending on what the service is. You can do a lot of different things, and I'd recommend go ahead and do it. It really takes like 10 minutes to set up. The age restriction on Fiverr is 13 years old, so I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you're probably above 13, and you can do it from whatever age you are, and it's pretty good to do. So the next side hustle I'm going to talk about is probably my favorite on this list. I used to do this one a lot, and I'm going to start going back into it because you can make like $1,000 a month, and that's selling and flipping electronics and phones. So for example, if you guys are in a local Facebook group or on Craigslist, you can just look for people selling phones for pretty cheap locally, because for the most part, people aren't going to charge $400 for a 2-year-old iPhone. They're going to go pretty low, especially if it's local, because they want to get it off their hands pretty quickly and get some spare cash. So for example, if you can find like an iPhone 6 for $200 on a website such as OfferUp, that's 10 minutes away. You guys can just drive over there, have a parent drive you, have a friend drive you, go ahead and pick up the phone, and then you can either list it on another local selling app, or you can do it on eBay, which is personally my favorite because most people... You wanna say hi to the video? It's recording.
Sup, boys? Making money. It's Money Tuesday, baby.
Oh yeah, sorry for the interruption, but that was actually Christian Vocal. You guys should check out his channel. He actually posted his first video 2 days ago, and his channel is actually pretty good. He's doing like stock market investing kind of videos, so make sure you check him out. He's on the Discord server also if you guys want to talk to him. And he's a cool dude. He's gonna be upcharged one day with us. So let's go ahead and get right back to the video. And I'm pretty sure I was talking about how you can list flipped phones on eBay and stuff. So you guys go ahead and list them on eBay. People usually know that phones are worth a lot, and there's such a huge and wide range audience on eBay. So you go ahead and list anything for pretty much any price. You can just turn offers on, and for the most part, if you get a good deal on OfferUp or locally, you'll be able to sell it for a pretty good profit. I've gotten over $150 profit on a phone that I've gotten on Craigslist and OfferUp, and you can sell it for a lot more money on there. So it's definitely my favorite on this list. You can make a lot of money selling and flipping phones, and it's definitely a pretty good way to make money. And I see a lot of people actually doing this for basically their main source of income. You can make a lot of money depending on how big you scale it, but for the most part, you're probably not going to be doing this every day, 7 days a week. But if you just do it as a little side hustle, maybe flipping 1 or 2 phones a week, you can make a pretty good amount of money per month. And I definitely recommend trying it. It really can't hurt to try, because the chances you lose money on this are pretty low, and definitely go ahead and give it a shot. And the next way kind of ties into the flipping phones on Craigslist and OfferUp, and that's just repairing phones for people, because you can also flip it after. For example, you can sell a service on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or once again OfferUp, or some websites like that. And if people have broken phones they want to replace, you can replace them. If you get anything pretty much under an iPhone 10, it's super easy to replace. I've replaced my screen on my previous phones a lot, all the way up to like an iPhone 7 or 8, and it's honestly really easy to do if you get the right kits from like iFixit or something. It costs like $40 for a new screen or a new battery, whatever the issue is. And if you just sell it like the service for $150 or something, well, for the most part, if you're a pretty reputable person, people are gonna buy from you. And even if you just want to do it yourself, if people don't trust you to repair their devices, because honestly, me too, I'd probably just take it to Apple because I have Apple Care. But if people are selling a broken phone because, for example, they upgraded or something and they're selling a broken phone or tablet, you can go ahead and buy it for a pretty good steal if they're giving you a deal on it. And also, instead of just buying it, you can always talk people down. For the most part, people on Facebook Marketplace or other places will take offers and bargains because they're local, and most people are nice and they're not just gonna try to rip you off. So if you go ahead and bargain them down like $20 or so, you'll probably do it and be able to get even more of a profit margin. Back to the hustle, if you go ahead and buy a phone or tablet broken on Facebook Marketplace, go ahead and repair it yourself for, like I said a second ago, $40, and then you can go ahead and list it on eBay for probably $100 profit, because it's a mint phone again, not a shattered screen or something like that. Or even if it's a bad battery, those are even cheaper to replace. On Amazon you can get a battery for like $20, but like I said, it depends on the phone you get. If you get an older phone, it's going to be cheaper. Obviously, you can still do it to newer phones if you know how to do it and if you have the right tools, but definitely recommend doing that one. Also, it ties into the last one, and so if you guys are into electronics and pretty tech savvy, go ahead and give it a shot. So this next one I actually haven't tried before, but I am gonna do this as a video really soon, probably the next couple of weeks or so, because I've seen other people do it and it actually looks really fun. It's kind of hard to do, but it's a really good way, and it's not online, and that's flipping shoes on like StockX or GOAT. So for example, you see stores like Marshalls or Ross, they always sell new shoes for a really good price. You can find Nike shoes and all other top tier brands at Marshalls and Target for a really good price. For example, if you find a pair of Adidas shoes for $30 at Marshalls with the box, for StockX you actually have to have the box, and it has to be a not damaged box so it looks brand new. And so Marshalls is the best way to do that because they always sell the box with them. Also, like the Nike store, if you get the clearance section or something like that. But like I was saying, if you find a pair of Adidas for $30, you can probably sell them on StockX for $50. And it's not like eBay where you have to wait for someone to buy them. You can find a section where people are already asking for that shoe, and for example, if they're asking $50, you can instantly go in there and sell the shoe instantly. So if you find a shoe for $20, you can sell it and get the money deposited into your account before you even leave the store, and then you can ship it on your own time because you get paid before. So if you're not making a lot of money to afford all the shoes, you can just use the money you're making from StockX at that second, and then you can ship it later that night. So there's pros and cons to StockX and GOAT. GOAT is like eBay where you have to wait for them to sell, but people are always buying shoes, so it's not really that much of a hassle. But StockX is definitely better to sell because they sell instantly. But for StockX, like I said, you have to have the box. But for GOAT, you actually don't. You can sell them as used or like new without the box, and they can sell for almost the same price just without the box. So it's a lot easier to do. So definitely two different apps for two different services. So whenever I do this in my video, I'm definitely going to be using both apps, tell you guys which ones are the most profitable, which ones take the most fees, and how how you can make the most money on them. But definitely try flipping shoes if you have a couple $100 to spare to go ahead and buy a couple shoes to get started. So the next one is also kind of flipping shoes, but not really. It's kind of flipping clothes on eBay. So for example, I'm pretty sure you probably have a Goodwill or some other thrift or pawn shop store near you, and you can go in there and just look for clothes. If you guys just go in there looking for all different kinds of clothes for different genders and everybody, you can definitely find some really good steals on there. I've seen some people find some actually really nice designer brand clothes in there and sell it for a big profit on eBay. It's the best place to sell it. I definitely recommend selling thrifted clothes on Mercari and eBay. Those are both places you can ship to, and you can obviously try selling it locally, but you're not going to be able to make as much money as if you were using Mercari or eBay, which you ship it out. But definitely go ahead and try thrifting clothes if you're into clothes and you have a good eye for something that would be worth a lot of money. So this next way is kind of new. I don't know how long it's going to be relevant for or if it's going to die out sometime, but that's investing in trading cards and Pokemon cards specifically. I've started buying a couple Pokemon cards and trading cards. In my video from like last week, I bought a pretty rare trading card and I'm starting to invest in them. Sometime soon I'm going to try to sell a couple and see if I can't make profit on them and see if it's worth it to invest. And you can invest in like booster boxes or closed Pokemon packs and open them and sell them for profit, or you can even just sell the closed pack with the possibility of pulling an ultra rare card for a big profit, because some people want to take the chance and take the risk of getting a rare card out of the pack. So definitely try that. I wouldn't really recommend doing it as much as you would one of the other hustles, because like I said, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna make money on it. But if you guys want to be a little more risky and make some more money, go ahead and give it a shot. I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. I don't know if you are, but you should do it too. So next one is also a pretty good hustle. Like, it's not super abundant, but it's also not super rare, and that's just doing local services like mowing yards, washing people's windows, dog sitting or babysitting, any of those. You can post an ad on your Facebook Marketplace, for example, with the title, "I will mow your yard 3 times a week" or something, for $30 per mow, and people will pay that because a lot of time even $30 sounds like a lot depending on your age, but most people end up paying services or doing it themselves for a lot of labor. But services often charge as a subscription based plan, not really just per mow. They usually charge probably like $100 to $200 per week, and it's a lot of money for people to pay, and they do it. But if you offer $30 per mow, they can cancel on you anytime, and it's pretty easy to do because you can make a lot of money and people always need to mow their yard. And just adding that, people will often pay a lot of money for that, so go ahead and give it a shot if you're into that kind of labor. And the next one kind of is on a hold due to the pandemic, but some schools I know are in person, and this will be good. But even if you're not, you can definitely say this in the noggin for later and do it when your school goes back into business, and that's selling things at school. And when I mean selling things at school, I mean selling things that are legal. Don't sell anything that's not legal in school, because that could get you in a lot of trouble, and we're not into that kind of stuff. But for example, you can sell candy at school, because a lot of people don't realize they need it until they see it at school. And if you're going around there selling like candy bars for $1 or something, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you can buy them for 50 cents at like CVS or HEB, you can definitely buy like 20 of them for a couple dollars and then go ahead and sell them at school for a pretty big profit, because I'm almost sure people will buy them. And also like gum and other stuff people will buy all the time, because if you're in high school or middle school, people are always going to be asking you for gum. So if you're selling it yourself, you'll probably make a pretty good amount of sales doing that. And for example, selling things that if you don't think you can make a lot of money, if you guys remember when fidget spinners were popping a couple of years ago, people were selling them left or right. At my school especially, people would buy like 30 of them, and in total for all 30 they'd probably be like $10, and they're selling them for like $10 a piece. So they made probably a couple $100 per week doing this, and they're making a lot of money. I almost wanted to get into it, but I was pretty broke in middle school and I didn't have a lot of money to go invest into fidget spinners, and I didn't really know how long the trend would last or whatever. But now if something like this goes trending again, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and pop into that. And it's a pretty good way to make money. If you guys are into selling stuff, you can definitely do it at school. There's a lot of different things you can sell. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, join my Discord server in the description, just follow my socials, and please help me grow this channel, because I want to get 100k subs in the next 2 years. And I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. If you guys are watching this the same day it came out, it is actually Thanksgiving, at least in America it is. And so I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your day. Have thanks for everything you have, and I am out. Peace out.